Welcome to Westbridge Hills 22, I am Black FS and this is our Use Machinery Challenge. We are back on Westbridge Hills and this is our Use Machinery Challenge. As you can see, we've carried on from where we left off with regards to the afternoon of September, the first half of September. And you'll see we've got this beast here, the Ventor 4150. The reason why, I'll get him, we might as well start making our way down, is we've took on a, oh, that's our windrow as well, that we bought. 28 grand I think we paid for it, which was an absolute bargain. But yeah, we've took on a harvesting contract for potatoes. The reason we've done that is something like this doesn't come up very often. I think I've only used this. I bought one of these, didn't I, in, what was it, Calmston. We saved up and bought one of these and we went quite big into potatoes. But on sort of any other Let's Play or anything like that, it's not very often these come up. And I certainly won't be buying one on this series. It's not something we'll be looking at doing. So when it popped up as a harvesting contract, it's a decent sized field. It's field number 8, which is the one just down. It's down here just in front of Johnson's Farm Market, which incidentally is where the potatoes have to go as well, so it's a nice short trip. Yeah, when it came up I just thought we might as well give it a go. It's something different, isn't it? So that is what we're going to start off with. You'll have seen already there'll have been a time lapse, probably only quite a short time lapse right at the beginning of the video of us harvesting our field. You can just see it over there, right over in the corner where the big sort of water tower is. You can see the lines from the swaths. So we've harvested that. I don't even know how much we got out of it. I didn't have a look, to be honest. Let's... Whoa. There we go. What have we got? So it's 71,500, that's what we'll have got out of it, because that was the only wheat field that we've done. So that's not bad, that'll keep us going for quite a while. We've got plenty of barley in our flour production in the mill. So I think probably the barley and the wheat, we'll not bother selling any, but we'll just keep it sort of for the bread production and for the chickens. I say we'll not sell any. We have got a fair bit stored up now. Right, let's get round here. Oh, you'll see I've already brought the we'll get this unfolded. Is it all? Yeah, it is unfolding. We've been given a fast track to cart, and I'd already brought it down before we started the video off. And to be fair, it's only going there, so although it's great to have a fast track, it's not gonna, we're not gonna use it to sort of its full potential, if you know what I mean. Right, there's always that little bit of delay, isn't there, for them starting to get through. Right, there we go. It's starting to come on now. Now we will, through this, 100% be using a worker for some of it, because there's quite a lot of carting to do. And just in general, it takes a long time, doesn't it? Which we know, but we had that extra sort of half a day compared to what we normally would on an episode, so it shouldn't be an issue. And to be fair, if there's downtime in between sort of carting and I'm letting a worker get on with it, then I can finish off things like the baling of that field that we've just done. We also need to analyse that field, our new field that we've bought. So I've still got lots to do really. I don't think, in fact I'm pretty much sure it means we won't be getting the grass work done in this episode anymore, which is what I wanted to do, wasn't it? I think this is going to replace that job, so the grass work's going to have to wait until October now. But I'm getting about, I will be getting about 50 grand payment. In fact, it might be about 47.5 because I think I had to pay 2.5 for the equipment. So I'll be getting towards 50 grand just for the payment, and then obviously you've got what's left over as well. What potatoes are left. So we should do quite well out of it. And we'll still have the grass for next time around. Right, let's get... In fact, I might as well take more off this side, because this is where, if anywhere, a worker's going to have an issue spinning around there, aren't they, with them trees. Right, brilliant. There we go. Let's get on this view again. I mean, this bit of kit is an absolute monster, isn't it? It's like 600 grand though. But I know on Calmston it made life so much easier. There were big fields on Calmston, weren't there? We had, what, 3... Well, did we start off with 3 big fields on Calmston? I think we did, didn't we? I know we made a hell of a lot of money out of the potatoes. I think though, in fact I don't think, I know, Calmston we started on easy economy, didn't we? Something I never ever do, and I just wanted a bit of a change. So yeah, we will have made a lot of money off Calmston, of potatoes on Calmston, just because of what the prices were. But what we'll do is I might empty it. I have no idea what size trailer we've got. It's not even going to show us either, is it? Because it's from a contract. Yeah, I have no idea what size that trailer is down there. What I do know is I can't get to all the way up to the top. This is tricky. Right, I'll start going up only because it's going to be on the correct side, isn't it? So we know we won't get to the top, but we'll empty it and then we can probably start letting a worker crack on. I mean, these must be ears in real life. For farmers who actually have kit like this, it must make it so much easier. Just about there. Missed that one bit. Right, there we go. Let's run down and get the fast track. I think that might be enough room we've given us as well for the worker to start turning. Like I said, I'm only going to here, so it won't take overly long. going to be heavy though. I mean, I know the fast tracks are obviously fast, but I don't know what. Isn't it only like 220 horsepower? This particular one. 4200. Right, are we going to get 50%? Do you know, it's even better. If we only get about 50% of this trailer full, it's going to be a little bit more. I was going to say 50% would be great. 56, do you know, that's not bad. It's not bad at all. We'll get to the top here and then I think I'll set it away on a worker. I might have to do the very top row, like just with this. Can I stick this in or not? I'm just the pipe as the sort of conveyor that we've got. I was just trying to see if you could fold that up, but it doesn't look like you can. Right, let's see. Let's see if we can get this going. Yeah, it's going to be alright, there's enough room, isn't there? Right, what I'm going to do is, because we know this is going to take ages, and I don't want to put a time lapse straight on, I am going to put a time lapse on here. I'm not going to put one straight on. I'll get some of this going. We'll start making the journeys down to the farmers market, and we'll come back. I don't know when, at what part I'll come back. I mean, look at the field. It's a big field. It takes ages. I'll probably jump halfway through and then maybe put a time lapse on towards the end. I think that might be the best thing. So I will be back in no time at all. You'll see that we've moved down to the other end of the field, and that was because, and it done it a little bit at the bottom here as well. I'm trying to think what map it was doing the same on, but basically the worker would only go. Oh, it is on this map. It's one of the grass fields up the top, isn't it, next to my farm? The worker will hit sort of like an invisible barrier halfway through the field and then turn around and go back the other way. It's really weird. So it's doing that up the top, and then when I came down to the bottom here, it was doing it at the bottom as well, but it only seemed to do it for the first couple of rows, and then the next couple of rows after that were alright. So hopefully it doesn't do that all the way along, because it creates more work than the worker actually gives you. You'll see where I've had the worker on, just where it's sort of missed these ends here. But I can go back and do them, that's not a problem. I'm hoping, however long the clip was beforehand, sort of the opening clip, must have been on about 10 minutes or something like that, I'm not sure. I'm hoping the sound's alright on it, because when I stopped recording to carry on doing this field, I noticed my mic was at a bit of a sort of funny angle, and I'm hoping that means the mic was still open. I mean, you'll know by now, because I'll have already said in the voiceover that I've had to post comment, which will be really, really annoying if I do. It's always annoying when you have to do that. Oh, while I've been off, I I've been and dumped 2 loads of crops, so it's like 40,000 litres in that particular trailer. 40,000 litres is 5% of the contract, and we're 10% of the way through. So, I mean, that just shows you, and look what we've got left to do. That just shows you how long this is going to take. For the purpose of that, when we get onto a time lapse, you'll probably see that with the when I come to empty this, I'll probably drive over the crop. I know we can't damage it because it's on a contract, and I wouldn't normally do it, but just because it's going to take that long, then I think that's what we'll be doing. And even that, it's not like we're on any sort of ridiculous sort of realism let's play. It's not like I'm doing roleplay, which, by the way, I am absolutely desperate to get recorded for this weekend. I'm now that everything's over, sort of what's been going on in Britain, I'm hoping to sort of get back to normal with recording wise. Whereas where I can at least get a video out every other night, but hopefully get back to when I was putting out one every night, or maybe even six a week. 6 a week seemed to be quite a sort of good spot for it. I generally have like not put one out on a Sunday or Monday. I think that was normally the case. If this rains, is this going to reduce the level of crop we can get out of the ground? Is that the same for potatoes, do we think? Or do we think that's just for sort of cereal crops? Yawning away, it's only 20 past 10. 20 past 10 in the morning. Right, what I'm going to do is, if I do any more on there, I'm going to see what this says. No, so I'm not getting a warning message saying that it's reducing the yield, which is good. Shall I just sack it? I mean, it's 4:45 already. I might just sack it off for the day and then come back in the morning and then start with a time lapse. I think that might be. How long is it going to rain for? Let's have a look at that first. Right, it's going to rain all the way through. I think that's what we'll do. We'll switch off here, because I'm not 100% sure that we won't be getting a reduced yield. We'll switch that off. We will go and empty that, and then we'll jump into the next day and we'll go straight into a time lapse. Right, it's nearly 6 o'clock, and I've done that thing again. I think it was on this map. In fact, it must have been on this map. So the contract is complete. We've actually started making money off where we've dumped stuff. Have we still got any left in here or not? No, so that's empty. If we look on where are we at? Harvest. So sold products we've made just under 20 grand, which isn't bad. But what I forgot, and what I keep forgetting, and it is totally a glitch with FS22, is I've went off, saved the game, and then come back on. So now this happens where it doesn't let us do the rest of it. I mean, there isn't much. Thankfully, there was just this one strip left to do, but it's still a bit of a pain that I can't finish. I mean, to be fair, it's one strip. We'll have got 40 odd %, which would probably been about a quarter of a trailer, which in cash terms is next to nothing really, but it's so annoying when it does it. Let's just quickly have a look, see if there's any used machinery that we want. There's not, because there's nothing we'll be using on there. All we'll do now then is we'll complete the contract. So we're getting 49,632 plus 20 grand for the sold product, which I don't think is bad at all. We'll collect that. That takes us up to just under 600,000. It is literally, I've had it on ×3 the whole way through, and that has basically took a day and a half to finish this field, which is crazy. And it's been non-stop as well. It's not like I have been going off and doing other stuff. I went off and did the baling in our field over there, but the worker was going at the time, so it's not like it's stopped. So yeah, a day and a half to get that done at ×3. But that's where we're going to leave it now. This is the second video, so the next load of videos will be No Man's Land. I'm still struggling to get the roleplay done for this weekend, but I'm hoping it's going to get done tonight with any luck. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.